Yesterday I was trying out a new church. I've been there one other time before with my mom, but they were doing like a big event, and you know, everybody's doing the most when they have something big going on. So I wanted to see what it was like on just an everyday Sunday, and I wanted to do that without Riley, to not kind of just like add more onto my plate, because kids get bored easily and then they're like, when can we go? And I just did not feel like dealing with that. So everything ended up being really, really nice. The church was great. I wish there was like, I guess maybe better parking, but I did end up finding their rear parking, which was really nice. And I got there at 9:30, but I misread what was on the website, because I thought it said 9:30 was praise and worship, but it was 9:30 prayer, and then the service started at 10. So I just wish it was like, I guess everything started at 9:30, you know? They only have one service too, but either way, it was really, really nice. The service and the message was really, really good. It was just talking about how God blesses us sometimes a little bit at a time, you know. Of course, we all want these grand blessings where, you know, it happens instantly, but that's not always the case. And I feel as if this is stuff I have talked about on my channel before, as if, you know, sometimes that's like more of like the preparation season of everything, and he can't give you the blessing that he has in store for you until the work in you has been developed. And that's kind of what the message was really all about, was just saying like, if I kind of give this to you right now, you're going to destroy what I have for you. So there is work that needs to be done within you first before we can get to the blessings. And you know, that's not even going to be on an everyday, monthly type of basis where you're going to see those said changes. God, he was basically saying something along the lines of like, God more works on years and decades. And I do believe and agree with that, just because I think we overlook the small changes that we incorporate into our everyday lives and feel as if change is not happening until over time, like, right? Like, it's been maybe 6 months to a year and you're just like, oh my God, I didn't even realize how much I've changed and grown, because you didn't see the change on a daily basis, but in a span of months, years, whatever, that's when you really can see the change. So the message and everything was good. I'm definitely gonna go back, see how Riley enjoys it and likes it, and yeah, this could potentially be our new church. But after I came back, I literally just scrubbed off my makeup, sat down, and just binged and watched TV. I did a little bit of laundry, but really, honestly, not too much. I just kind of wanted to relax. So today we are going to meal prep a bit. I've been talking about the protein bagels. I made the regular ones before, but this time I want to do cinnamon raisin, because I love cinnamon raisin bagels and bread. And then I also, the recipe that I'm going to be using, originally it said 8 pieces, like it would make 8 bagels, but they were so tiny, so I want to cut that down and maybe make only 4. So I have all of the ingredients right here, and we are going to cook together. And while that is in the oven, I am excited to try this new recipe I've never tried before, but it's like this kale salad that's just filled with like so many yummy things, and I think that that's probably going to be an easy lunch for me to have throughout the entire week. So we're going to be cooking 2 things today, but we're going to start with the protein bagels. All right, so we have our bagels, And all we have to do is literally just pop them into the oven for 375 for 25 minutes or until they're golden brown. The recipe called for fire roasted corn. I didn't find that in the grocery store, so I just got some yellow and white corn. So I completely forgot that I was also supposed to add some chicken into it, but I ended up getting some rotisserie chicken from ShopRite, and I have it right here. So I think what I'm gonna do is, for right now, just add the chicken as I'm eating it instead of just mixing it in with the salad, and hopefully that should do. I feel like my dressing looks a lot darker than hers, but you guys saw that humongous chipotle pepper, so I probably should have only just done one, but it is what it is. I also like a little bit spicy, so we'll see. I'm gonna put some in a bowl and we are going to give it a try together. I was also thinking about using some of the, I forgot the name of the brand, but you can get it from any of your local grocery stores, but also Costco. It's that like Chick-fil-A like chicken nuggets. I was thinking about putting that in there. I think that might be good, but I wasn't too sure. The girl ended up taking some regular chicken and she made her own kind of like chicken nuggets and then cut them up, and that's the reason why I think I could also use it as well, but we're just gonna go with this for now. And then I also realized this is the first time I've ever made my own dressing before, so I don't have, if I can even get this off, okay, I don't have like a what's it called, a mason jar or anything like that, so I will have to run to the dollar store and get one, but I'm just going to keep it in there until I can go grab that tomorrow. Okay, mix it up. I'm praying that this is good, because you know, like when you try something new, it looks so good, but you don't know what your taste buds are really going to like, so we'll see. I do like this. I do want to put some more orzo, and I wish I had some more of the feta cheese to even just put a little bit more in there, but this I can rock with for the rest of the week. Definitely can. I do feel like if I put the dressing all on it, it might honestly even just get better throughout the week, but she said that she's keeping them separate so it doesn't sog up the whole salad, so I'm just going to do that. But I would like to give it a try having it sit in the marinade for the whole week and see how much better it gets, because a lot of times people will say that, where it's like you make the salad, or the, well, yes, more salads. You make the salad at the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, it's 10 times better just because like all of the juices have just like marinated throughout the week. But this is really good. I can definitely have it for dinner. Lunch, I think, will be perfect. Maybe have something on the side. But yeah, I'm happy I like it. So they came out so good. They look so yummy, and I love how just thick and fluffy they look. I'm gonna let them cool down, and then honestly I just store them in a plastic bag, and I will just heat them up in the toaster every single morning. And then I'm probably gonna pair it with either a hard-boiled egg or smoothie or something along those lines.
Another side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do. All you ever do is say how far you wanna go. Baby, I can tell it's just for show. Every line designed to let me know. You know you're already accepted. To me, you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I. So am I. Say that you are. So am I. Say that you love me. So am I. Say that you are. So am I. Say that you love me. When we are together, you're afraid to hold my hand, trying to understand. What if this doesn't go as planned? So you don't know what it means to be loyal and kind.
So we're gonna get a little bit more decluttering done. I'm not really somebody who will hold on to things, and I have regretted that in the past, but I think in this situation we should be fine. So I want to go through the back cabinet here. This one, it has all of our nail stuff, tech stuff, and then also some books and things. And what I really want to focus on is decluttering our nails, because lately, it's probably been a couple of months, but I was starting to see that doing gel nails and also doing press on nails was weakening my nails, to the point where if I even scratched my scalp, it would literally just bend. So I decided to kind of back it up a little bit and just focus on regular manicures and pedicures to try and help strengthen my nails. So I would say it's probably been about 2 months, and I'm already starting to see positive results. So I want to go through here, declutter some of the gel nail polish, even though we'll do Riley's nails from time to time, but not too often. And then I also want to kind of get rid of all of the press-on nails that I've had and haven't really used, just because they are tearing up my nails. I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but I'm good. I want strong nails, so I have purchased nail hardener and then just some regular nail polish, and that's been working for me. And I kind of just give myself a manicure about once a week. So we're gonna go through this, declutter some of these things. Most of it is just gonna be thrown away. I don't think I'm going to donate them or anything like that, but I do want to at least go through the cabinet and start getting rid of some stuff, and then also go through all of our tech stuff, kind of organize it, all of the cords and all of the things. Some of them, most of them, I don't even know what they go to, so we might as well just get rid of them.
let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want, let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We dance on the same wavelength. This feels like a new beginning. We both know what we want, let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip, trip, trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip, trip, trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me? I dream that if I can hold you close, you can be my antidote. Let me run away with you tonight. Let us leave the world behind. Give in, keep yourself thinking. Tonight, let go and start dreaming. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, we're higher than the ceiling. I feel everything is spinning. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip, trip, trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip, trip, trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me?
All right, so here is the finished look. It looks so much neater. I was able to get rid of, you know, a good amount of things. I ended up having extra space in this drawer, so then that's when I pulled over our card games that we had stored over in the other cabinet. I also have a couple of books. I'm going to store them up in Riley's closet, just because we do have some more space there, which I probably do need to go through all of those books again, and donate some. These are the items that I am just going to throw away. I ended up getting this book. It was okay. I really wasn't a huge fan of it, so I'm just going to throw that out. This is a big old box, and then up at the top I do have a what is it called, a mini projector, but I also ended up getting another one right there, so I like that one better, so I'm going to keep that one and then potentially donate that one.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you.
So here is the finished look. I ended up working on the entire thing, and as you guys could see, I was trying to like caulk it a little bit. What my plan was to caulk and seal like all the sides and everything, and then fill in any gaps don't mind that. I needed to lower it because this was the first one that I had ever done. So I really didn't have any specific measurements. I was just trying to get it on the wall. But then I realized like, oh, I actually needed to put it further down. So that's what we did. But yeah, I spackled all 4 of these holes. I will need to go over this one and then also this one as well, because when we had originally put the calendar up on the wall, I needed to use like this extra piece because it wasn't going into a stud. But whatever. I absolutely love how everything turned out. Here is how it's looking over here as well, but very pretty. The next step I really need to do is just go get some white paint from my local hardware store, and then we will be painting the entire bottom, and then we'll figure out what color we want to do up at the top. All right, you guys, so I have a ton of laundry that needs to be folded. As you guys can see, I'm a little bit backed up, but that's okay. I figured we would just sit and chat while we're going through laundry. You guys have seen me slowly start to transition this bedroom, which I am so excited about, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, absolutely none. I've never done this before. I just had an idea. I wanted to figure out a way and a solution to make it all work. I stumbled upon, you know, these, I guess like flexible peel and stick moldings, and I kind of just ran with it. The first time I started this, I was scared. You know, I'm just like, I really hope I don't mess this up so badly that I'm to the point of no return. And, you know, I took my time. I did as much research as I possibly could. But at the end of the day, no matter how scared you are, because fear is a valid emotion, being fearful to start something or scared to start something or to do something is normal. It's very normal. And I'm not even going to try and say like, don't be scared, just do it. Because the reality is that, you know, something that is scary to me may not be scary to you, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, I think there's nothing wrong with acknowledging those feelings and acknowledging, you know, the fact that you are a little bit scared, but don't allow that fear to stop you from even taking the first step, because the value that you get with taking the first step is huge. You learn so much in doing rather than trying to prepare and wait for this perfect moment to start. I think the journey is more important than you being perfect, because at the end of the day, most of us don't know what we're doing. Most of us are winging it. Most of us are just figuring it out as we go. But that's where to me, that's where the magic really happens. Like, you learn about yourself, you learn how, you know, just strong of an individual you are, you learn how to just accomplish certain things in life. And yes, the process can be sloppy, but at the end of the day, when you look back, you see your progress, and then you realize like, wow, how much you've learned along the way. You've learned how to improve your craft or your skill. Like, the next time I do this, like when we get a house, like, this is the look and the vibe that I'm going for. So I'm looking at this like, this is a learning lesson and a process for myself. Like, now I know what to do and what not to do. Now I know ways to make things better. Now I know like all these extra little nuggets that I would never have learned if I didn't just start, right? And we can't just allow fear to hold us back, because at the end of the day, we are going to be more upset with ourselves for not trying rather than trying, failing, trying again, getting a little bit better, trying again, improving even more. Like, we'll at least be happy that we gave it a try, because that's really all you can do. Of course, before you start anything, you want to educate yourself. Of course, you want to do some research. You want to watch some, because now we're in the day and age that at this point, there's no reason for you to not educate yourself. We have access to the internet at our fingertips. Like, there is no reason that you can't look something up in this day and age. I do understand back in the day it was a lot different. However, in this day and age, we literally have access to it all. So you do want to educate yourself. You do want to learn as much as you can, but you don't want to get stuck in the process of the educating yourself, because that's the tricky area. A lot of the times people get stuck in the learning process of it all, right? Where you're just like, you're consuming so much. It's valuable information. It's stuff that is going to help you, start whatever it is that you're trying to do. But at the same time, a lot of us will get stuck in that space when really you're saying on the outside, like, hey, I'm just educating myself. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. But depending on how long you are stuck in that process, it's procrastination at the same time, right? You're scared to start. So what you're trying to do is to consume everything. And then you're also looking and watching videos or reading up on things where people have already gone through the process of learning, failing, trying again. And you're seeing almost their end results, thinking that that's how it's going to look when you start, and it's not going to look anything like that. The most important thing that you can do is to start, take one step forward, and understand and that you are going to fail. Understand that there are going to be setbacks. Understand it's not going to look as pretty perfect as you had it imagined up in your head. Understand that. Prime example, I see all the flaws in this room, right? Maybe it picks up on camera, maybe it doesn't. And even if it does pick up on camera, right? Once I paint it, you're going to see those imperfections even less. And if anybody's going to judge me on the imperfections, then that's your problem. That's not mine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to look at it as like, oh, I could have done a little bit better here, but not to the point where I'm going to completely take it all down because it didn't end up as perfect as I thought it would in my head. To me, I'm so proud of what I was able to do, literally knowing nothing. I'm just excited and cannot wait until we actually start to get to paint it. I just kind of wanted to, hopefully encourage you guys to start something that has been on your heart or has been a dream of yours for a really long time, because it's through action that you will find your rhythm. You know what I mean? Like, you will find and learn so much through action, and you just have to understand and know that you're worthy of that action. And you need to understand that it may be challenging. Most of the time it is challenging in the beginning, but eventually you get into a routine. Eventually you kind of start to figure it out. Eventually, like I had mentioned earlier in the video, little by little you start to see the progress. Little by little you start to see the success. Little by little you start to see, how things are changing for the better. It's little by little, every single day, committing to it, even if you don't see any progress, right? But it's just committing to your dream, committing to what you want to do, and working towards that. Keep going, keep trying, because at the end of the day, the one thing that somebody can't say about you is the fact that you didn't even try. Do it without knowing what you're doing. Wing it. Figure it out. Pretend that you know what you're doing. Have that fake confidence on you. And before you know it, it's not even you pretending to be confident anymore. It's not even you pretending to know what you're doing. Girl, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing now. You don't even have to pretend, because you know what you're doing now. And you've only learned that through the actions and through the steps and through the trials and through the tribulations and through the setbacks and every other thing. And you know what? So many people will not see that hard work that you're putting in, and some might, but also at the same time, that's your chance to share your story and for you to, uplift and encourage others who want to do the same thing. right? Like, look where I started and look where I am now, right? That's just naturally you sharing your story and you sharing, you know, what you've done. And it's just going to encourage others to do the same. So.
Nothing, nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing, nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing, nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing, nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Feels like I've been doing way too much, babe. Feels like I've been working through your stuff, babe. Over time, lately it's been getting kind of tough, babe. Feels like say something, something. 'Cause we don't talk about nothing no more. No, nothing, nothing. Do you not care about nothing no more? Feels like we're fighting. Do you even want it? Do you feel you need this? Do you even feel it? Fighting for a lost cause. Where am I fighting for?
The last thing I really need to do is just to restyle our TV console and then also the shoe kind of like cabinet in the hallway. And I'm thinking about also putting up this picture over here. It used to be in Riley's room where the TV is, but now that the TV is gone, we need to put it up somewhere. And I think that this space might be cute. I'm not in love with the TV console and how it's kind of styled. I think it's just a whole bunch of like clutter. I don't know if I have everything that I kind of like need, but I do want to make it a little bit more minimalistic and figure out how I could make it cute. I'm thinking about getting some more or different flowers, but again, I want to work with what I have first before going out to spend any type of money. So what I'm gonna do is just take everything down, wipe down both pieces, and then we'll see what we have to work with and kind of figure something out. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to decorating and styling. I kind of just move things around until I like how it looks. So I have a couple like books, flowers, all of that kind of stuff. But one thing I do know, I want to remove like the photo and then also Riley's not plaques, but her trophies from gymnastic, and put those and display those in the hallway. I think it just might look a little bit nicer, and then maybe figure something out here that will work. So these are the items that I have to work with. I ended up taking this out of my pantry because I think that this would be really cute right in the hallway. And then I had bought this a while ago. I absolutely love it. I like stars. I actually have a tattoo on my foot of stars, but I don't fully know how to style it. So I'm gonna try and figure something out because I really do like it. I don't want to donate it. But I just don't really know how to style it. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. And then I did also find this as well, a just cute little wreath for spring that I had picked up maybe last year. So I would like to put this back up on Riley's door. All right, so this is where we finished. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% loving it. I do think that we need some flowers and I prefer the flowers to be over here. However, I do think I need a taller vase. And I took some of the flowers out, so it's not like a full. But I also am thinking I need some maybe like taller flowers, but I don't know. But you don't want it to be then too tall because then you can't see the TV. So I don't know. I have to figure that part out. And if I were to get a taller vase, I think I would then move the books over to this side. And I really wanted to use this little petri dish too. I think it's so pretty. It was actually an old candle. And I was thinking about possibly putting, you know, the lighters in there, or, you know, just like a cute way to just a cute little like petri dish type of thing to like hide certain things. And I did want to use this, but I just could not seem to figure out how to make this work. So I might just save this for my bedroom and see how I could possibly decorate it with that. But right now, this is where we're at. I don't know what else to do because I do have the sound bar and you can't block the sound bar, right? I was thinking about possibly putting the sound bar on the wall up here, maybe. I think that might be a good option because then it gets it up off of here. I just would have to hang that up, but I'm going to give that a try because if I hang that up, then I feel like it doesn't seem as cluttered down here. And I do like to keep our Nintendo Switch console there because anytime we want to play it and put it up on the TV, that's what Riley and I enjoy. So I do want to keep that out. And do I want to keep unplugging it every single time? Not particularly, but from an aesthetic standpoint, maybe I might have to, you know, or see how I can attach it underneath here. And then the only thing we have to do is just like open the cabinet to access it. That might be something as well. But right now, this is where we're at. If you guys have any suggestions or know how to style, please let your girl know because I need some help. The other book that I was left with is also this one. I ended up starting to get my books from Home Goods because like I just like colors, you know, and I figured you can't go wrong with a neutral color. So maybe we can kind of incorporate it somewhere into my room, but right now I really don't think or see a place for it here or even in the hallway anymore. And I think I'm good with the entryway, but maybe I might try and see if I can stack this on top of the other 2 books that I already have. I prefer color, so any books that I want to style in my bedroom, I'm most likely going to be drawn to color. So I'm just gonna put this aside, and I was also thinking about using this in my bedroom as well. I just think it's so pretty. I could not let it go. So anytime you guys have an old candle and you are obsessed with the jar and everything like that, and you want to get the inside all cleaned out, pop it into the freezer for, I would say, anywhere between like 10 to 20 minutes, just enough for, maybe it might be longer, I don't know. Just pop it in the freezer. I typically forget about it and will come back in a couple hours or the next day, and then use a knife to kind of just dig into it, and the wax cracks into like big pieces and you could just take it out, and then you still are able to keep the outside of the candle. And then I will also figure out how I can style this little elephant. I like elephants, and it says it's good luck when their trunks are up, and this is also from my late great aunt, so it's just like a sentimental piece that I like to keep around. But that's all we have. I will end up putting Riley's thing up on her door, and then we do also still need to style, not style, but we do need to put up the picture frame up on the wall. I have to head to the gym, so we're gonna do that, and then later on today we will put that up on Riley's door. I need to take down all of the hearts, and then we'll put the frame up as well.
There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We dance on the same wavelength. This feels like a new beginning. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip with you? Leaning on follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip with you? Leaning on follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me? I dream that if I can hold you close, you can be my antidote. Let me run away through the night. Let us leave the world behind.
So that is it for decorating, styling. I decided to not go to the gym. I'm just gonna go for a walk. It's beautiful outside, so I figured getting my steps in is always a win. Her door honestly isn't like anything spectacular, but it will work for now. Eventually, hopefully we can find like a better or cuter wreath, but again, it will work for now. We're just gonna use the things that we have and be okay with that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys right back here in my next video. Bye.